women do change. My first child, oh my gosh, mentally, I was not prepared for it. My mental state was not the same. Not paid him a lot of attention. Husband wasn't getting the love that he needed. Good morning, guys. So thank you for tuning in to the Jeremy and Pauline Marriage channel. So I saw my husband's video and he was talking about no one tells men about women after marriage and children. And I was like, how are you going to do this video without me, right? But I do have to say thank you to him, and I have to appreciate his words because he did talk about many points that many couples, even women, men, about how we become after being in a relationship for a very long time. And I do have to agree that us women do change. But don't forget, you men also change with us, right? We grow old together. Don't forget. Because you know what? This body that you have with the six-pack, maintain that, all right? 10 years from now, you better maintain that six-pack. That hairline of yours, baby, that hairline right here, you better maintain that, right? No, I know you're going to change, baby. I know. It's not going to be all black, right? It's not going to, your hairline's not going to be over here. I know that's going to, move back a little bit, and that's okay. We're going to grow old together, baby. But I have to agree. I need to appreciate and give flowers to my husband because he talked about women changing, and that's correct. Us women do change over time. Before marriage, before any kids, we were all about our husbands. We were all about our boyfriends, always getting dolled up and getting pretty, have this energy, a lot of energy for our partner. And you're always focused on your partner at that time. But once marriage come in, you do tend to become comfortable, right? And you don't need to sometimes feel like you need to get dolled up and get pretty. But then your kids come, your children come. Like he said, we were pregnant, and then the kids come. We pay more attention to those kids. And you know what happens when you have kids? You're nursing also, you don't have sleep. And he's right. I do have to agree, at that time, I did not pay him a lot of attention. I did, but not so much because I have this child to watch, right? Especially during Benjamin, when Benjamin was born. I felt like I was going through a lot mentally and emotionally, and I was physically tired at that time. And even after the 3 months, being off from work, I was an overnight nurse. So of course, my mental state was not the same. And of course, at the same time, my husband wasn't getting the love that he needed as a husband. And I wasn't able to communicate those things. I feel like I was just going to work, coming home very tired, and also I need to attend to my child who's less than 6 months old, and that was hard. It's not easy. And I, again, thank God for Jeremy because he was very patient. He at that time, he didn't understand that we women go through many changes. 16 years later or 10 years later, he just now understanding that, even before, I can't say because I need to call him in here. He's actually in the gym pushing it up. So I hope, 30 years later, you're still doing the gym stuff, right, baby? I'm just kidding. But I wasn't showing him the love that he needed. And that is because I wasn't even giving the self-love that I needed. It was more so the child. We're focused on the child. We're giving the love to the child, the attention. They're demanding of our time and attention. So yes, honey, I did not give you that time that you needed, that attention that you needed from me. And I thank you for being so patient. And also, women, at that time, you're going through your phase of, just giving birth, and the child is probably less than 6 months or a year. You're probably not gonna, and especially if it's your first child. My first child, oh my gosh, mentally, I was not prepared for it. Nor was I looking to seek like, oh, this is the great part of, I didn't see that. I must have been going through like a postpartum depression, which I wasn't aware of at that time. And so, not giving that attention to Jeremy, he was getting attention from his friends. So, he was going out with his friends. And at that time, I was like, I didn't care for that at that time. But then as that kept going, I didn't like those actions from my husband, but I also didn't know how to communicate that because one, I had the child and I didn't have time to be bothered with talking to him about it. And so I feel like with the child, I feel like if we got a little separated, we were still there. We didn't have that much of a great time, right? Because again, the child can test you as a woman, as a partner, as a wife, as in many areas that you didn't know about. So having that first child is trying. My God, Benjamin, you did it to me. And I do have to say that it took Selena's birth for me to get back mentally. And that's, again, another topic we can talk about because we do change. And again, with your husband or partner, you do, I now understand when they say, you do grow old together and be patient with each other. And that's what Jeremy was all about. He was patient. And he talked about voids, and that void was the attention that he needed from me, but I wasn't giving it to him. Not that I chose to, it was because I was so tired. Again, working as an overnight nurse, 12-hour shifts, and then coming home, having to have like at least 2 to 3 hours of sleep. And then I had to care for a baby. You know what I mean? That's a lot of work. And then I'm nursing. It's like my breast was hard and it wasn't comfortable for me, right? Everything, I felt so unsexy. I felt like I wasn't the wife that Jeremy needed. But thank God that phase is done. Thank goodness that phase is done. Oh, my husband is here. Hi, honey. Hi, boo. He just came back from the gym, so all right, he's not saying anything. I don't know why.
What's up, love? I don't want to interrupt. You know what I'm saying? These people need you, not me.
Yeah.
Take a shower. Love you.
Okay, so back to what I was talking about. But yes, Jeremy was just so patient for a very long time. Can you imagine? Benjamin was born 2016 and Selena was 2019. It took her birth for me to get back mentally. So yes, us women do change. Our hair color, our skin, our energy at times do change as well. And so is yours. Your husband's will as well. But I do have to thank my husband for just loving me through the times I'm like this, so I thank God for him. But again, yes, I do have to confirm that us women do change, and you kind of have to go through that with your partner. And with the right partner, your partner will be right there with you. So thank you for watching. I will talk to my husband and maybe we can together talk about it and share our thoughts. So thank you guys for watching.